Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, July 5th, 2019. Vechain in the news again. So, we're taking a look at Vechain. It is a hit in Walmart stores. Also with Vechain, smart money, and what's this about a $25 million buyback? We're going to be taking a look at that. Please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. Alright, so let's get to it. Am I streaming? Yes, I'm streaming. Okay, great. Well, let's go see how good old Vechain is doing. We're going to take a look at it. We'll look at it at the USDT pair, excuse me. And there it is. It's up right now on Binance, 3%. So, yay. Alright, so let me go ahead and this is Vet BTC, okay? And you can always tell if it's versus BTC against others because of the let's put it this way. You see how straight these lines are? Yeah. Yeah. This is one of the reasons I think for the buyback, to kind of get rid of this stuff, or whoever's causing it, or whatever. Who knows? Anyway, but yeah, this is Vechain versus BTC. Let me scroll this down a bit, and yeah, it's like doing its thing. This is on the 30-minute. So it's just, you know, the spike right here, this big spike, that was on the Walmart news. It spiked up and then dropped right down. Kind of disheartening for a lot of people. Keep in mind that I do hold this coin, and it is a very long-term hold for me. So I got into this project thinking, okay, I'm going to reevaluate it in about 5 years. So we'll see what happens. But right now, VET is just doing its thing. Let's go take a look at the weekly on VET. Well, the auto is on. Let me go ahead and scroll that. There we go. Scroll in. Let me shrink this down. I don't know what is up with the Binance chart. There we go. Okay. So here we go. This is when it hit. This is on the weekly. So as we see here, it's dropping down. It's at its nice lows here, and this is versus BTC. So it's a wonderful time right here because it's at the lows. What we can see from here is that we do actually have increasing bottoms. That's a very interesting thing to see. Also, that it's like making a turnaround. Perhaps we'll see. But it looks like it's, to me, that it's, come on down, and hey, made a little soft landing. So we'll see where it goes. If we take a look at it here on the daily. Let me scroll out a bit. Same thing, just a little bit more action. As you can see here, there's been some volatility, and it is going down. Yeah, that happens, right? A lot of coins have gone down. And let's go take a look at the 2 hours, see what's going on there. What is up with the... Okay, get out of there. Okay, so 2 hours, it's just a stream down. It had this nice spike here, right? And so we'll see, is this enough volume for a change of character, a change in direction? And that's really what I'm seeing it as being. This line, this big huge buy, notice the volumes. There's a lot of sells here, but then there's, if we scroll in on the volume, there's two large, significantly large buys on both sides of this one. This was an absolutely huge sell, which is nice to see actually. But that kind of gave it some momentum downward, but these two are catching up to where, it's going here. And so, I'm looking for it to increase over time, and that's just me. That's how I see it. If you guys see it differently, put it in the chats or the comments or stuff like that on where you see Vechain going. So that's Vechain on the charts. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Usually, I'm going to start looking at that on Ocean X only. That's where it should be, I think. Don't forget to check out Ocean X, people. All right, so the news. It is in the news. Let's go check out what is going on with Vechain and Walmart. There is a link below to this article, And you can go ahead and hit the translate and translate it into English. It gets you pretty much there. But this is from the Guangzhou Daily, which is like the third largest newspaper in China. Okay, it's a big deal. But anyway, it's talking about how the first retailer blockchain traceability platform is enabled. It's live, it's going, people are using it. So you can scan code and know where the product has come from. Okay, and there it is. How did it get there? So people are able to see this and they like it. So it goes on and talks about how Walmart has 23 kinds of products that have been tested with this on the platform, and here it's live now. And later on, they plan to roll out an additional 100. So that'll be 123 different products, and it's going to be across 10 different product categories: meat, fish, poultry, etc., fresh fruits, vegetables, that kind of stuff. But this is really cool. So people can go and they can use their WeChat app that they have on their phone. They love their WeChat, that is for sure. And they go in and they can actually scan code Vechain, a Vechain scan code right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little QR code, so they can actually scan it. And it's right here. It gives a picture of the person actually zooming into the little QR code, and they can scan and see where the product was, where it came from, what farm, the route it took along in a truck, the temperatures, if it's set up for temperatures and stuff like that. So they can see all that information if they so wish. They can get a whole bunch of information. And just look at these people. This is in a Walmart there in China. And they're just like scanning it. This is like something really new and cool that they've never been able to do before. And if you didn't know, there is a big concern of food safety, product safety in China. A lot of people get sick, much more than in the United States. So we'll see what's going on with this. It looks like they're liking it, right? It looks like they're liking it, that's for sure. It almost looks like they're having a block party. Hey, scan this one, scan that one. So yeah, so you have some mushrooms here, and I don't know what that yellow stuff is. To tell you the truth, maybe it's cabbage or something. No, I can't tell. But yeah, some mushrooms. It could be mushrooms. Yeah. But anyway, so you have these products here and a bunch more where they're all scanning the products and they can see where it comes from. So that's like really, really cool. And here's a close-up of a product information. And you can scroll on down and you can see a lot more information than just that. But it gives you the information, which is like really cool. Now this is actually quite interesting, because if you had, let's say you're getting mushrooms and you had a pack that you could scan, and then next to it was a pack, same product, that you could not scan, but let's say it's from a different vendor and stuff, so it's a competitor to whoever got hooked up with Walmart and stuff like that. A different competitor, but yet they have different products right next to each other and stuff. And so one has a QR code that you can scan and one doesn't. Which one do you think you're going to get? Which one do you think these people are going to get? Yeah. So you can look at this as being similar, how I see it, as like the USDA organic labeling on a product. So you can get something that's organic or non-organic. What are you going to get? For the most part, I don't know. I can speak for myself. If I see if it's non-organic, I don't get it at all. I'll just pretty much go hungry. So I'll always get the organic. And if I was in China, for me, I would only get these that I could scan. So I would be eagerly anticipating the rollout of the additional 100 products. That is for sure. Yeah. And so in this article, they talk about, 100 kinds of products, covering more than 10 categories: fish, meat, vegetables, seafood. Seafood's a big one, guys. And free brand food. Free brand food. This is the generic brands, okay? That's where a lot of things have, well, things have issues, okay? And this happens to be one of them with the generic brands and stuff like that. But anyway, Walmart is doing away with that. This could also be used, be fantastic if they applied it to the olive oil industry, especially the Italian olive oil industry. Because if you open like a bottle of olive oil, if you know about olive oil, good olive oil is like nice, dark green. I mean, it looks like an olive, right? So it's nice, dark green, clear. Depends if you get it filtered, unfiltered, or whatever. But then it shouldn't be like yellow sludge. So that looks like, I don't know, something you put in a French frying machine or something. But so that would be great if they could apply this to olive oil in Italy. Yeah, hint, hint, guys. Hopefully they are already, and we just don't know about it. Anyway, so this is in Walmart. Those people are looking pretty dang happy, aren't they? I mean, yay, smiles, tomatoes. Hey, these tomatoes, where did they come from? Yeah. So that's great. So good job, Vechain. People are liking this. That's wonderful. And here's some interesting news down here at the very bottom of this article. And it says right here, in the future, the Walmart blockchain traceability platform will synchronize the product data of the regional government traceability platform with the supplier's own platform. So they're going to link the government tracking platform with the suppliers, which is really great, because what happens if there is something that goes wrong and people get sick, the government can go on there and then whammo bammo, put a query in a search and literally find where the source of the problem is from with probably under a minute, probably seconds, right? And they can track it down. This alone, now you can see all these users and stuff like this. I call them users. I'm a systems architect, developer, so I bad habit calling people users. But anyway, you can see these customers. They're having a great time. So Vechain is allowing their customers to engage more with the product, which really pushes the vendors and the store Walmart. This is great from a customer's point of view, right? That's wonderful. But what's really happening? Where's the real value? It's the big value coming from. It's coming from this traceability stuff. Because let's say that, I don't know, your kimchi was bad. Like it's, I don't know. If you like kimchi, I don't know. But let's say it was bad, right? For some unknown reason. Not picking on kimchi. It's good with rice and stuff. But let's say the kimchi's bad. No. Let's not do that. Let's say broccoli. Okay, broccoli is a much better thing. Okay, your broccoli's bad. And the store has a ton of broccoli on the shelf. Plus they have boxes and boxes in the back in the cooler section, right? So all of a sudden they hear, oh, broccoli's bad. Oh no, we have to go pick it up and dump it all. So they lose a whole bunch of inventory, right? They lose a whole bunch of inventory. And the supplier does the same thing. And pretty much all the suppliers get to dump everything because they don't know where it's from. With this, they can probably even track it down to the trucks, down to the case that it's delivered, where it's delivered, where it was delivered to, because it's coming from a farm. And usually what happens, I can give you an example of what has happened with a while back with spinach, okay? Spinach was grown in, on a farm, right? But it just so happened that they had wild boar breaking through the fences and urinating on the spinach. Yes, always wash your fresh produce as if a wild boar has urinated on it. That's the moral, I guess, of this whole video. But anyway, that's what happened. They traced it down to that, and that's what was happening. And with the water and the irrigation and stuff, there was something that wasn't quite right. Anyway, it made people sick, and so everybody pulled spinach, and so that costs a lot. But with this, if they had Vechain at the time, and I'm talking like 15 years ago this happened, okay? But if they had Vechain at the time with the product traceability, stores across the U.S. could save millions upon millions of dollars by not having to pull their product because they know that it's the one that isn't affected. The one that were compromised, they could be able to trace it along the chain and pull just those boxes and stuff and what store it went to and just pull that product. Millions upon millions saved. So that is a wonderful, wonderful use case. It's something that is just fantastic. It's a wonderful thing. In the U.S., they're trying to do that here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens if they do get Vechain. That would be pretty dang cool. Or even Hyperledger or anything, that helps with that. But Vechain looks like it is in the lead. And don't forget that Hyperledger Fabric is running this stuff in the background, and that's on the private chain. And so they put the stuff that's important for the customers and stuff like that on the public chain, which is Vechain. So really cool. Anyway, guys, take a look at this article. Look at the pictures. Look at the happy people. Oh, I love Vechain. They're saying, oh, look, it's Vechain. It's Vechain tomato. Only by Vechain tomato. So, anyway, so that's an interesting article. Thought you guys like that. Also, yeah, hey, guys, see you on the chat. Thanks for putting in stuff there. Going to this one over here. This is another article that has popped up in the Vechain world. What is it? Vechain kicks off the first phase of a $25 million equivalent of Vechain buyback. Okay, so they're dumping $25 million to buy back Vechain vets. Okay, and it's not going to be done all at once. It's starting July, so this month, right? It's $5 million. Okay, they're looking at picking stuff up on the open market. How do you think they're going to do that? Why are they doing that? Well, it says the foundation introduced the buyback strategy as part of their broader efforts to further support the community, building and promote the development of the Vechain ecosystem. Okay, so there you go. So yeah, to help support the investors and stuff like that, bring the price up a bit. Also, what else they're looking to get from this is that the acquired Vechain will be injected into the funding pools where they're going to have the ability to generate more VTHOR. Okay, the reason they're doing that is because so they can they need a pool so they can give it to developers, because developers, like me and stuff, I'm not going to say, well, I have to do all these tests and I don't want to go blow 10 million in VTHOR. So, do you guys have any a faucet? So this would be like a faucet for developers and stuff like that. So that's really cool. And it's also to help get enterprises the opportunity to try out, right here, developers, projects, and enterprises to try out the Vechain Thor blockchain and find out for themselves how blockchain technology can be leveraged to empower their projects or businesses, thereby boosting the progress of the ecosystem. Yeah, so that's great. We're all looking at that. Am I expecting a bunch of green candles? No, I'm not. We might see some. We'll see what happens, right? We'll just see. Anyway, I'm quite patient with Vechain. It's a very, very long-term hold for me. If you haven't done your research, certainly check them out, okay? Do your research. I'm not saying buy, sell, whatever. Do your research. Also, this is the interesting part of the article. Right here, I'll just read this whole paragraph. Another major issue that Vechain aims to tackle with the introduction of this plan is to explore the feature of VET being used as smart money and a store of value within the Vechain ecosystem and the ecosystem of our affiliations. Isn't that interesting? Let me continue on. Vechain has endeavored to establish VET as a value transfer medium as well as the store of value to enable rapid circulation within the ecosystem. Yeah, that's a big thing. Rapid circulation within the ecosystem. We'll talk about that here in a bit. Due to the fact that the Foundation had not allowed any pools of VET for this purpose, with a portion of the newly acquired VET, Vechain will experiment with various jurisdictions and financial institutions on the medium of transfer and store of value concepts. More to be announced. Okay, very, very interesting. How I read this is that they're saying, if you don't know how supply chain works, the farmer puts it on a truck. Truck takes it to store, right? People buy it at store. Well, they scan it first, of course, before they're going to buy. They're only going to buy scannable products, right? And anyway, so that's basically it in a nutshell. But let's say, okay, farmer puts it on truck. That is a recorded event, right? Okay. Has he gotten paid yet? Don't know. They haven't done any quality assurance or anything like that from the receiver. Okay. Anyway, truck dude drives it. That's a recordable event. Getting all the time, the temperature variations and stuff along the route. Okay, that goes into transactions. Bam, it arrives at the store, at the Walmart. The Walmart guys take inventory. They bring it in and they do an inventory count. They say, okay, we ordered 5 boxes of this lovely broccoli, and we received 5 boxes of this lovely broccoli. And let's go ahead and check out the temperature. Temperatures all check. It's cool. And say, yeah, this is what we got. It's cool. Bam. That fires a smart contract that basically says, pay truck driver or pay truck driver's company. Whammo. Pay him in VET. Right? Pay him in VTHOR. Okay? That's the rapid value circulation within the ecosystem. Okay? Because the truck driving company takes VET. All right? And then at the same time, the store got the product that it was supposed to get. And so not only does it say pay truck driver, it says pay farmer. Because the product was good, it wasn't rejected. You gave us fresh product, so it's cool. You might have rejects or whatever. And so instead of saying 5 cases, they'll say, 4 cases, we're only going to pay you 4. You screwed up on one of them. Okay, fine. So anyway, so they get paid for 4 cases. Whammo, bammo, just like that upon delivery. How long that usually takes is that companies, they can get on the, it depends on their setup with the vendors and stuff, the suppliers, but sometimes those can go 30, 60, 90 days depending on the payment. For here, you're looking, as soon as it gets brought into inventory, they scan it in, they do a quality check, they say it's okay, whammo, when they hit okay, boom, payment gets done. Just like that, instantaneous. Everybody down the line wants that payment. Big time. They don't want to have a receivable open for 30, 60, or 90 days. That's a lot of open risk out there. So this is really, really important. This is going to be really changing. This can give a whole new meaning to just-in-time inventory, because this will allow, I'm going to say it, it's a new one, JIP, just-in-time payment. That's right. So instead of just-in-time inventory, they can have just-in-time payment. So they get paid whammo bammo when it gets received. Awesome. Instead of messing with the accounts receivable, the invoicing, whammo. This is going to save a ton of money on, I hate to say it, but the accounting staff. It's going to save a lot of money there. It's going to save a lot of money in a lot of places in the inner workings of how logistics and manufacturing and stuff gets done. It's going to save a tremendous amount of efficiency, and hence there is the value, the true value of Vechain. It is going to save the amount of money. How much is the price? Can that make the price be? Don't know. but the value that it's going to create in the cost savings for the companies and stuff is phenomenal. Okay, it's mind-blowing. So that's it. So you guys tell me what you think of this. Read those articles. This to me is by far the most interesting one. Especially they don't say just-in-time payment, but that's exactly what can happen. And don't forget about those little V key things. Remember those V keys that they came out at the in San Francisco, where it's like a little device you can put your thumbprint on? Well, let's say you have a purchase order. The stuff comes in. Your inventory guy says, yeah, this is cool. So he hits his little thumbprint on the transaction for the broccoli, and then it goes to his supervisor. His supervisor says, yeah, okay, whammo, and they get 2 or 3 approvals, and then that's what triggers the payment. Okay, so that's also a very, very important thing that they have integrated as hardware wise to facilitate this stuff. It is so awesome. It is so awesome of what Vechain is doing. They are actually making things happen. What happens with this, with the financial institutions? It's probably so that the trucking firm and the farms and stuff like that will be able to accept VET or Vechain as a type of currency. They might have a special thing like that or something. Don't know. Keep your eyes open for that. That will be very, very interesting. And it could be on a limited use case basis, okay? Anyway, so that's about it. Just going to go to the chat, say hi to people, and then take off. Go ahead and like, subscribe, get notified, and tell me what you guys think about these articles. Alrighty, so, hey Joe, how's it going? Hey, bud. Hey, crazy investor. Joe says, oh, the Walmart news is huge. Yeah, it is just absolutely huge. Yeah, it dumps on the news. Yeah, Vechain dumps on the news. Why do you think they're going to use the 25 million for? I don't know. Might be strategic. I know they're doing it for strategic purposes, kind of like what they said, right? So we'll see what happens with that. So Crazy says, I see Vechain like Cardano and Stellar in 2017. Well, as far as like blowing up, yeah, Vechain went up as well too. If you don't recall, it went up to the dollar-based equivalent of what it is right now to 90. Is it a penny? Is it 9 cents? No, 90 cents because it was 9 cents because it was $9 and that divided by 100, so that'd be 90 cents and then 9 cents. So it was equivalent of about 9 cents. Because when it was then, it was about $9 at its all-time high. So we could see it definitely break out well beyond that. This is just Walmart that's going right now. If we take a look over at VForge and the VForge Explorer, the transactions have just been going out of the roof. Yeah, this is like weekend, okay? But look at this. On the 4th, 721,000 clauses, 1 million clauses plus right here. Another one here, as you can see here, how it ramps up given the day of the week. Because like in California and stuff, they have, okay, let's go ahead and pick the lettuce on Mondays, gets put on the trains and stuff like that. It ships out Tuesdays, it arrives whatever on Thursdays back east. And so there's a time frame depending on the products and stuff like that of what they're doing. So that's how it looks. So right now with their current mix of products, it's pretty periodic right there. So yeah, we're expecting down on the weekends and ups near the end of the week. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, 1 million clauses, guys. That's huge. Absolutely huge, huge, huge. So yeah, could it blow? Yeah, good. Hey, there's Dances. Hola, ¿cómo está mi amigo? You have nothing to say. Wow. Okay, Dances. There's Joe. Bring the whole family. Check out Vechain. Okay. Oh, so Diesel did an upgrade request for a Thunder X node. That is awesome. That is awesome. I bet everybody in the world wish that, well, the people that know about Vechain wish that they had a Thunder node. So, hey, best of luck to you on that. Hope that works out great. Pretty sure it will. Can't guarantee that, of course. So, Danza says, what's the purpose of life? Do better. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, farm VThor to get more vet. Absolutely. That's what I did with my VThor. I got more vet. It's kind of like compounding interest, right? It just builds and builds and builds. Interesting dynamic there. Just read Michael Baker's thing here. Extra value added when, through Vechain, Walmart China can track products to your phone. And notify you at your phone that something is bad. Oh, that you scanned or bought. Yeah, that's absolutely right. They could send out a product safety message that, hey, because you paid on WeChat, we followed that. We had the transaction ID of the product that you purchased stored in a database because they know what you bought, and so they track that, and so they can go ahead and send automatic notifications or alerts saying, hey, don't eat that broccoli, man. That's right. That is absolutely right. Stevie G says, Vechain need to explain it the way I just did. Well, hey, thanks a lot. I take that as a compliment. If you guys didn't know, I used to be a developer for logistics, and so when something was bad, I'd get a call and say, hey, look this up, and I'd actually have to go in and write the queries to look it up, and that could have happened days or weeks prior to me actually getting the call to where I'd have to look up in the database to track this stuff. Yeah, wrote the programs and stuff like that. So I know quite a bit about this type of stuff. But anyway, thank you. That's a compliment. I'm glad you could understand it. Well, not understand it. I'm glad I could explain it in a way, in a non-techie way. Okay, how's that? That's an accomplishment for me. I'm not just sounding here like some old modem. I don't know if you remember those. Oh heavens. Yeah, Michael, you're having some visions there of the future. You're having some good foresight. Another thing Michael Baker says, I could see even the nearest phone to the recalled food be notified. How much value would that be to Walmart China? Yeah. Oh, and Dances is back. Hey, Dances, glad you made it back. But yeah, that's right. This could have a tremendous savings. Plus, wouldn't you think that the insurance company would like that? Yeah. What do you think about? Have you thought of that? Let's say you're Walmart China, and a whole bunch of your customers get sick. They're puking out on the street, and then all of a sudden, we have Vechain, and it can say, "Hey, when you go outside, don't eat that broccoli." Because 10 minutes prior somebody got sick and was throwing up outside. So don't eat the broccoli. They can notify you right away. That would keep people from consuming it, which would reduce expenses all along the way. Walmart wouldn't have to say, oh yeah, we had a bad product, we're going to cash in on our little insurance plan. The insurance companies could basically give them a discount. Think of it kind of like a good driver discount. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Yeah. So, this thing can go deep. Has a lot of depth to it, okay? A lot of depth. But yeah, good foresight there. Good foresight, Michael. And everyone, great comments and stuff like that. But it's time for me to take off. Got to go do some do some more research and stuff like that. But have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend, all that good stuff. Do your research on Vet if you haven't. Vet is Vechain. And I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get notified. See ya.